ain't taking no more. No, you ain't like them bitches. Tell them hoes adios. Say you can drop your panties, leave them shit at the door.
Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I've been training for a marathon, and unfortunately, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, which kind of sucks because I was really looking forward to this race. I'm feeling a little discouraged at this point, so I've been dealing with some shin and calf muscle discomfort in my right leg, and I've been ignoring it for the past couple of weeks, maybe even pushing like a month now, and I just decided that it's not getting any better, and obviously pushing it hasn't been helping at all, and I was to the point where I was like limping to run and to walk. Like I could not even walk. It's gotten better since I've taken some time off. This week I've only ran 4.5 miles, which is not a lot at all. I was doing 45-mile weeks, 30-mile weeks, ramping up to even mid-50s. And unfortunately, I can't keep progressing in my training without getting this leg figured out. I was super excited about this marathon. I signed up for 2 reasons. Number 1 is I just wanted to have a marathon under my belt. I wanted to train for a marathon and complete that distance. And reason number 2 is I wanted to get into better running shape for another triathlon that I have planned later this year. And it's just not really going planned. So I'm not really sure what's next or what I'm gonna do quite yet. But I'm not one to just sit still. So there's a few things that I've been doing to try to get my leg better and hopefully get me in shape to complete this marathon and get back to running pain-free, or at least mostly pain-free, because right now it is not the move. This all started with shin splints. So I started experiencing some shin splints, nothing that I had never experienced before. I grew up wrestling, and throughout our wrestling practices, we would run hallways at school in our wrestling shoes, so not the best support for running, and I'd get shin splints in wrestling, and then after that I kind of just did my own running, and I just would experience shin splints, and it was something that kind of would always come and go, but I never experienced it this bad. So at first the pain was tolerable. I could just run and deal with it, and it was fine. It wasn't the most comfortable thing, but then the pain started going like, let me just show you. So it started like here, right? And then it came into here and went into my calf, and then we got into it on this side, and then it got into my hamstring, and it got into my glute. And that's just by walking. The pain is there when I just walk. Then I knew there was a real problem, that when I would run and I would just take a step on my right leg, there's just like shooting pain all throughout my leg and my entire like just shin area, and it hurt, and I was limping. I'd go maybe half a mile before I wasn't limping anymore, and the pain kind of just, I wouldn't say it went away, but I kind of just got used to that pain. And then I kept pushing it, and I was on a treadmill run, and the entire run, I ran 1.6 miles, I remember, because it sucked the whole time I was limping. I just like could not go anymore. So I decided to, probably a good time to take it easy and do a few things to kind of help with the pain and hopefully help strengthen my leg as a whole. So I've been doing calf raises, a few different variations, just like regular standing calf raises. At the gym, I'll put a platform down and go on a Smith machine, and you really get a stretch in my calf. There's another variation where you can get that stretch in the calf while also strengthening it that I learned from knees over toes and tib raises and stretching out my ankles and my feet, kind of getting that stretch and just kind of going through, I guess, like therapy. I don't know if I'm going to need to see like an actual physical therapist. Probably should, but I'm going to go through this series of workouts and stretches for the meantime and see how it goes. And if it doesn't get better, then I'll probably end up seeing a physical therapist. I don't really want to back out of this marathon, but at this point, I'm not in marathon shape. I don't feel confident that I'll even be able to complete it. Actually, I know I'll be able to complete it because I'm hard-headed and I don't take no for an answer, and I don't want to potentially hurt myself even more. So I don't know. The most miles that I've ran is 16 miles. I haven't ran anything more. This past weekend I was supposed to do 19 miles. The previous weekend was 18 miles. And then I have a deload week coming up, and then the following week is my biggest week, which would be 22 miles in one run. And I just don't think physically, with just the pain that I'm having in my leg, it's a smart choice to do that. I have a triathlon that I want to do in September. It is the Ironman 70.3 Michigan, and I'm planning on doing that. So now I'm just going to refocus my attention to cycling more and swimming more. Swimming is my worst discipline, so that's a good thing. I'm going to get back into the pool more frequently. And cycling, I love cycling, and the weather's getting nice here in Michigan, other than today. And the next week it was like 60s and 70s this past weekend, so I got a good ride in. But we're back indoors on Zwift, and we're just going to get a ride in. I'm actually going to do like an event. It is the Zwift Games event that they have going on. If you complete the stages, you can unlock like gear and stuff, which is pretty fun. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna work on getting faster on the bike and faster in the pool, and just hopefully get this leg feeling good, because it's no fun dealing with injuries. I dealt with a shoulder injury wrestling, and it completely destroyed just like my mental space. It was just really difficult navigating that, but we ended up getting through all of that. I just don't want another injury to take something away or tamper something that I truly enjoy, like running and doing triathlon stuff. So that's one thing that just like kind of worries me. So I'm going to really focus on getting healthy and getting back to 100%. This climb right now is killing me. It says this is the Box Hill climb. Damn. It's like a 5% grade. I don't know, that might not be a lot. Some people that's a lot. For me, my legs are burning. I'm just trying to get through this climb. We'll get there. Gas can light a flame with no remorse. Don't know why. Ride complete. I did 13.3 miles. Moving time 47 minutes and 42 seconds. Average speed 16.7 miles per hour. And average power 129 watts. I tried to make that ride a little bit more intense because I haven't really been doing any intense cardio. Everything's just been zone 1, zone 2, easy runs. If anything, a few times I went out just to test, see how it felt. I also got these calf sleeves from Shock Doctor. I just picked them up from Dick's Sporting Goods, and I went on a little over 2-mile run yesterday with this on my right calf to see if that would help with some of the pain. It's definitely not a problem solver. It just is supposed to compress your leg to help aid recovery and take away some of that pain. But I don't really think it made much of a difference yesterday. Maybe it's something over time that will help keep that calf compressed, and over time it will help aid the recovery and maybe speed up the recovery process, while maybe being able to do a little bit of running. I'm not doing anything crazy. As much as I hate not being able to run as much, I am thankful that I can ride my bike, I can walk, I can swim, I can lift weights, I can do things to try to strengthen my legs to get me back to running. Some people are in a situation where they can't run, bike, swim, lift weights, do anything at all, not even walk. So I'm just counting my blessings, and I'm very thankful that I can at least stay active and do something. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. You've probably heard that before, and it's completely true. Crossing a finish line or getting to a destination teaches you nothing. It's the process, it's the journey, and it's everything that it takes to cross that finish line, to get to that destination, that makes you a better person and that teaches you. And as much as it sucks for anyone to be injured, it's part of the journey and it's part of the process. You need ups and downs. It's not always about how fast you can be or how strong you can be or how long you can go. It's always about how you can become a better person in the process. And I think that's really why I enjoy running and cycling and swimming and endurance training, is because it teaches me a lot about myself. I spend a ton of time alone training, And I feel like throughout this process, I've become a better person in a lot of different ways, and realizing that injuries or down moments in your training are just times to reflect and show gratitude for what you can do and for how much you have accomplished, and where this journey and this process is going to get you in the future. So if anyone out there is watching this video going through a similar situation where you're injured for an exciting race that you want to compete in and you want to finish, you're not alone. I'm in the same boat right now, and it's just a part of the process and it's part of the journey. And at the end of the day, it's all about the journey, not the destination. So yeah, the last couple weeks, I haven't really been filming anything and creating content because it's been hard to kind of show this part of the process. And you always want to share the ups and you never want to share the downs. It's hard to share the downs and hard to show the moments you're not doing well. And it's easy to show the times where you're performing at your best, you're hitting all your workouts, you're doing the great things. That's the most exciting part to share. And when I don't have anything like that to share, it doesn't feel like it's worth sharing. But I had time to think about it, and this might be more important to share than all of the highs and the ups and the accomplishments, because there's somebody out there that can relate to a similar journey and inspire someone to continue to push through and overcome the obstacle that they're currently facing. I'm going to try to continue to upload and try to be consistent throughout this little process that I'm going through with trying to get my leg better. We're going to be cycling a lot and swimming a lot and just weight training, things like that. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.